Hello everyone and welcome back to The Buzz. Today we're going to be talking about everything hog, all Groundhog, and then later we'll be playing a game. Joined to my left are Brett Gambita and Ryan Martin. And to start off, who is your guys' GOAT for all of the Groundhogs? Because there's obviously a lot out there, as we were just researching beforehand. So Brett, who's your GOAT?
In terms of notoriety, it's got to be Punxsutawney Phil. I mean, he's just the most popular one. Every Groundhog's Day, you tune in to see what he's going to predict, although it may not be right a lot of the time. But he's the GOAT of notoriety. But I will give a nod to Potomac Phil as well. He's kind of a newer one. He's out of the D.C. area. I think he could be up and coming as a Groundhog.
You know, saying Punxsutawney Phil doesn't get it right most of the time is an understatement. He only gets it right 39% of the time. 39%. That is horrible. My GOAT, okay? Staten Island Chuck. And according to the NOAA, he is the highest he has the highest prediction percentage of all Groundhogs with 85%. Like I said last year, Punxsutawney Phil is not the GOAT. He's only more popular for some reason. 39% somehow gets you more popular these days. I don't know why. Compared to Staten Island Chuck, who has 85%. Okay, and this is hard facts. Okay, I got it. I researched multiple websites. On one website, I even found Punxsutawney Phil can guess the weather right sometimes. Do you want sometimes guess the weather correctly, or 85% guess the weather correctly? I'm going 85%, guys.
But I do have to provide a counter argument here. Punxsutawney Phil has 100 years on Staten Island Chuck.
And so he should have that time to prepare. But he should be a master by now.
Do you think Staten Island Chuck would have the same percentage or even better than Punxsutawney Phil if he did 90. It for another 100 years?
He'd have 90 because he's mastered the skill of predicting the weather. Okay, Punxsutawney Phil, he's going on like 138 years old, and he still has not predicted the skill of predicting weather. How?
Weather is very unpredictable, especially here.
Congrats to Punxsutawney Phil on the kid, by the way. Daughter Phyllis, born in March of 2024. So
no, that's something I will congratulate him on.
Yeah, what?
Okay.
Staten Island
okay.
He'll be watching.
Staten Island Chuck's too busy winning. All right.
Now I have to say my GOAT.
Go ahead.
It's General Beauregard Lee out of Georgia. He is 12 more predictions than Staten Island Chuck. And even though that's not as much as Punxsutawney Phil, because he's a legend, he's been doing it forever, he still has an 80% accuracy with 12 more years on Staten Island Chuck. So he's technically the GOAT, because if he keeps predicting correctly, he'll pass that 85% mark because he's already at 80. And he's 12 years ahead of Staten Island Chuck. So, and he's calling for 6 more weeks of winter.
Don't ever put legendary in the same sentence with Punxsutawney Phil.
Listen,
let's not do that.
That's a
let's
legacy.
Not do that.
That is a
let's
legacy.
Not do that.
That is a legacy, man. That's
a legacy at 39%.
He's like Will Chamberlain, if you think about it. He is like Will Chamberlain.
Would you let somebody into the Hall of Fame that was shooting 36 to 39%?
No, but this isn't basketball. This is
so. You can't compare basketball to
Are we gonna put him in the Groundhog Hall of Fame?
Yeah,
probably. Yeah, legacy.
He's the OG.
Legacy.
He created.
When you tune in at 7:30 a.m., you tune in to watch Punxsutawney Phil. Now, ain't nobody tuning into Staten Island Chuck.
Yeah, I want my weather to be wrong. I like my weather to be wrong. I want to know.
It's about tradition.
When Punxsutawney Phil says something, I know it's going to be the opposite of what he says. I know that an early spring is coming because he said there's 6 more weeks of winter.
Then technically, isn't he still right?
No.
Technically, isn't he right? If you know that he's going to be wrong, isn't he right?
No, I get my source directly from Chuck. And he said early spring. It is 50 degrees here today. We had a 60-degree day last week.
Wasn't there a winter weather advisory last night?
That's what.
It was an advisory. It was nothing. There was no snow on the ground. When we woke up today, there was no snow. There was rain on the ground. Okay, it rained today.
I don't think we've seen the last.
It doesn't rain in early February.
I have to agree with Brett. I don't think we've seen the last of the snow. I don't
think we've seen the last of the snow.
Maybe not, but he's got 6 more weeks. Okay. If Punxsutawney Phil has 6 more weeks of winter, he can have. If it turns to spring anytime in these 6 weeks, it's an early spring.
Very. I don't know. I just have to say that Punxsutawney Phil.
I know.
You have to at least consider him to be one of the best Groundhogs because he's been doing it for so long.
In what category? Length?
No, I mean he is the Godfather. Time? He is the Godfather.
He's the originator.
Yeah, he is the OG.
He can be the OG as long as he wants, but that's like it's mind-boggling how people think that this guy is a legend. his only call to greatness is his fame. He's not accurate. He's not good at what he does.
What kind of crowds does?
But I have.
There's probably 20 people in the crowd when Staten Island Chuck picks his thing.
These guys have never seen Staten Island Chuck
Punxsutawney Phil's got like
work.
thousands of people lined up in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, to come out to see him. Staten Island Chuck's probably got a crowd of like 12 people.
I'd say it's 1 million because nobody wants to see a fraud at work.
There ain't
No.
Everybody wants to see a
Listen,
fraud.
listen, I have a
going to
counter
see
argument.
Staten
I have a
Island
counter
Chuck.
argument, okay? Without Punxsutawney Phil, there would probably be no Groundhog's Day, correct? Which
Without
means Staten
Punxsutawney
Island Chuck wouldn't
it'd be
exist.
so much better because then we know what it's gonna be.
But without Punxsutawney Phil, there wouldn't be.
That we're gonna have
a
6 more
Groundhog's
weeks
Day.
of winter.
There wouldn't be a Groundhog's Day if it wasn't for Punxsutawney
There's
Phil.
people in Punxsutawney that are probably bundling up because Punxsutawney Phil, 6 more weeks of winter. That's what's gonna happen. Not knowing that he only has a 39%. Not completion percentage. I'm getting the wrong thing here. 39% prediction percentage.
He is the Godfather. He is the OG. Without him, it would not exist. It just simply would not exist.
But with him,
Wait, are you a traitor to the state of Pennsylvania if you don't believe that Punxsutawney
I'm
Phil is
from
at
New
least-
York. What are you talking about?
Then why are you
Pennsylvania?
here?
I'm not from
Why are you
Pennsylvania.
here?
I have no leash.
Get out! Get out!
All right, but when New
door.
York is all ready for the spring, you guys are gonna be sorry. You guys are probably bundling up all ready for winter. I see you don't have a sweatshirt on right now. Why is that?
No. It's
Is it-
hot
is
in
it-
here.
is it-
It's
is it
always
cold?
hot in here. It's
Yeah?
always hot in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Do you
always
have
hot
shorts on?
in
No?
the No, I got sweats on.
Yeah. Did you have shorts on last
I
week?
came in-
Did you have
in-
shorts on last week?
I had it on whenever it
There
was that
we
really
go.
warm day.
There we
But that
go.
was it.
You see?
But that was it. No, I
'Cause that's
actually
early
was wearing
spring.
sweatpants.
That's an early
I
spring
was
day.
wearing sweatpants.
That is an early
earlier in the
spring day.
I was wearing
No.
sweatpants earlier in the day, and I
No.
took them off and put
No.
on shorts. I will admit.
Yes,
And look,
exactly.
I also came wearing this. So
What is that?
It's
A
like
jacket?
a rain. It's like a rain cover.
It's a rain because it's raining. It's not snowing because it's
What
not
does rain
cold
turn
out.
into?
It is not.
What
cold
does rain
out.
turn into?
It turns into ice if it's that cold, but it's not because it's rain.
Are we serious? What does
What?
rain turn into? If it's
Ice
cold
on the
enough-
ground?
If
What do you
it's
mean, the
cold
rain on
enough-
the ground?
If it's cold enough, it'll turn into snow. Correct?
Or it'll turn into ice once it's on the ground.
I totally disagree.
Are we kidding? You disagree?
Where would you put Punxsutawney Phil
rain
then
falls-
in the top 10?
if rain
Where would you
falls-
put Punxsutawney Phil then in the top 10?
In the top 10?
In the top,
10.
would he be? That is ridiculous.
Because I know that there's some
Name 10
other
other groundhogs better than him.
I don't need to. I
Exactly,
just need
you
to look
can.
at that 39% and put them all the way down, bro. It's ridiculous.
You can't
think that Brett? Go ahead. Say your
Yeah,
piece.
come on.
Punxsutawney Phil's the GOAT.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
been doing it for this long. He's the GOAT. Biggest crowds, most famous, shown on TV. I've never heard of Staten Island. What's his name? Staten Island Chuck? I
Chuck,
never heard of
yeah.
him until
Yeah.
today, to be quite honest. So
I've never heard of Punxsutawney Phil till I came
That
to
is
PA.
such no.
There's
is
no
not
way.
True.
That's
That
not
is
true at all.
That is a worldly celebration.
You know who I did hear? Staten Island Chuck.
You're from New York, of course. If I live in Idaho, I'm gonna know the Idaho.
Are you from PA?
yeah,
Yes.
but what's his name? Bill,
course.
Idaho Bill.
You know
or something
Punxsutawney
like
Phil.
that? Or Boise Bill. Boise Bill. That's the Idaho one.
Yeah, and then
Shout out Boise Bill.
like I said, I think that Burmgarter Lee will end up being the GOAT. He's
Okay,
not-
that's a good name. I love the name. He is nowhere on the level of Staten Island Chuck.
He has an 80%. He is second place according. They do say that Staten Island Chuck is number one, but he has only 30 attempts so far. He only has been in the business
30
for 30
attempts?
years.
Where are
for
you
30
looking?
years. For 30 years, he's only been in the business.
That
That's
is
what it
not
says.
true. I saw since the early 1980s.
That's it. That's it. I'm pulling up on my phone.
That's like 40
Zoom
years
in.
either way.
Zoom in. I want this.
85% either
I
way
want this.
is good.
Somebody zoom in on me. Somebody zoom in. Okay, let's see if you can get this to focus on my phone. I don't know if you'll be able to. If you can't,
There's no proof.
okay. So look, Punxsutawney Phil, right? We go over 130 years. All right. So then we go to Beauregard Lee in Georgia, 42 years. Where's Staten Island Chuck? Oh, there he is, right down here, New York. All right. 30 years.
So what? 12 more years.
12 more years is a lot of years.
He's had 12 more years to perfect his craft, and yet he's still below Staten Island Chuck.
Okay, but what if?
If Staten Island Chuck does it for 12 more years,
Yes.
it could just keep dropping.
Yeah, he could just.
Especially this year
What
when
if he goes
winter
over
comes
12?
again.
No, because he has time to perfect his weather mastery.
Would you have made the same argument for Punxsutawney Phil if he only had 30 years?
If he only had 30 years and he had 85%?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Then I'd name him the GOAT. But guess what? He doesn't have the 85%
But
that
he has
needs.
100 more years on Staten Island Chuck.
He has the experience. He has everything. He has the TV. He has nationality all over Staten Island Chuck. I'll give you that, sure. But yeah, he can't get it done when the lights are the brightest. How are we going to say he's a GOAT when he can't get it done in the playoffs?
I don't know, but
In the Super Bowl.
But that is all for our segment right now. Join in this next part where we play a little game. See who knows each other the best.
Gotcha. Just around.
Fading up to Tyler and Mia in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Mia Hinkins.
And I'm Tyler Aaron, and welcome
to Jacket Sports Weekly.
Welcome back to The Buzz. Time for our game segment on today's episode. Today, inspired by the Pro Bowl, we're playing Who Knows Their Teammate Better. So our two teams for today, we're going to get right into it. To my left, I think it's going to be to your guys' right, Ryan Martin and Daniel Rogers, a.k.a. Danny Dimes, who I'm pretty sure is undefeated in game segments on The Buzz. To my right, to the viewers' left, we got Breck Amita and Cole Keller looking to deliver Danny Dimes his first loss in Buzz history. So guys, do we have any friendly banter before we get this going? Because I know Ryan was very heated in the last segment.
No.
No?
I've calmed down.
You're good
I've calmed
now?
down.
We're not talking about hogs anymore. So
Yeah, he lost that debate. He lost that debate.
No more hog talk. We're into teammate talk now. All right, so we have 6 questions. Every question will be worth 50 points more than the previous. So the first question starts out at 50. The second question is 100 points. The third question 150. So on and so on. Each team will write down their answers on an index card for the first 5. If it comes down to the 6th and final question, it will be the first one to shout out the answer wins the game. So have we decided who's going to go first for each of your teams? Cole, who's going first?
Rock, paper, scissors.
No, you guys each go at the same time.
Okay.
Like guesses
Yeah.
the thing about the other.
You want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you go first.
You're going to
so
guess
I'll-
what I'm right.
So I'll guess you then. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ryan is going to guess what Danny Dimes' answer is.
And Brett's gonna
gonna
guess
guess what
mine.
Cole's answer
Yeah.
is. They will alternate each round. Our first question, worth 50 points. What is your teammate's nickname? All right, we're gonna go times up now.
Easy.
All right, we'll start with Danny Dimes' team. What did you guys guess?
Put Danny Dimes.
Yeah.
Danny
Dimes.
That was pretty.
Yeah,
that
that
was-
Danny
that was
Dimes.
pretty good.
Benicio, that was a free one. Not
I'm pretty sure
cool.
they put Danny Dimes on the graphic there in the
Yeah.
middle of
Not
those
cool.
guys' answers.
That's too
All
easy.
right,
Too
Cole
easy.
and Brett, this is getting interesting. What was your guess, Brett?
I put flicks by Cole.
Well, I used to have Kellogg's whenever I was a kid, but now I don't even really have one. So I put my name or Cobe because that's what Dean calls me. So
No flicks by Cole.
So no
that's
flicks
not
by Cole.
that's not really my nickname. That's
Yeah,
my
that's-
alter ego. I'm like Batman.
Free points right
Batman?
there.
I'm Batman.
Free.
Bruce Wayne in the day.
So free.
Batman by night.
Let's keep these.
All right, we're gonna
questions.
switch. So now Cole is guessing what the answer would be about Brett. Danny Dimes is guessing about what the answer would be for Ryan Martin. This next question worth 100 points. What is your? Oh wait, hold up. Close your eyes for this. You're not allowed to look at each other. Close your eyes. What is your teammate's eye color?
open my eyes.
What kind of? Okay, everybody's got their answer. Open your eyes.
Hope I'm
We'll
right.
start with the team ahead right now. Danny Dimes, what is Ryan Martin's icon?
I said brown.
Ooh, it's not.
Oh.
It is blue, so no
Blue.
point
Wow.
for Martin and Dimes. Cole, what is Brett's icon?
It is brown. 1,000%.
Yep.
All
It
right.
is brown, so 100 points to Team Keller
It's all
and
right.
Gambita.
It's
They
all right.
now lead it 100-250. All right, 150 points. The next question. Once again, we switch. Who's guessing what about their teammate? What is your teammate's favorite sport? Not your favorite sports league, your favorite sport.
Like to play or to watch or whatever.
What's your teammate's favorite sport?
Okay.
That's all the further instructions on the index card. So
Don't let me
you
down,
really
Brett.
better know your
Don't
teammate.
let me down,
All
Brett.
right. Dimes looks like he's still answering this one.
I'm good.
You have your answer?
Yeah.
All right.
Say baseball.
I said baseball.
Let's go, baby. Come
Wow,
on.
Baseball.
Dimes, your favorite sport is baseball.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Why's your favorite sport baseball?
Well, I used to play as a kid, and it's just what do I like to watch as well the most. So, I went baseball.
Cole,
go.
what's Brett's favorite sport?
Seeing Reds all the time.
I went
Football.
Football.
I think Brett was supposed
Yeah,
to be
I was
answering,
supposed to be guessing
but it
Cole.
doesn't matter. It
Doesn't
was,
matter. You guys
Yeah,
got it.
it was
That
safe.
was on me. That was
Alright.
my mistake.
played
Alright.
football
Alright.
growing up and everything. So
Brett, you still in that flag football league?
Yes, I am.
So wait, are
I am
we-
in a flag football.
You
league.
guys are up 250
to
to
200.
200.
Let's
Because
get
that,
it.
We're
that
50
last question was
behind.
150 points plus
Oh,
1050 at the beginning.
Let's get
We're
it.
50 behind right now. We're
Let's
good.
get it.
All right, next one. This is worth 200 points. Could be a separator.
I'm answering.
What is your teammate's favorite class this semester? Has to be this semester. More points, the questions are going to get tougher here, guys.
Goodness.
More points, the questions are going to get tougher. Don't be surprised by that.
Come on.
If you even know, like,
I'm just gonna take a random guess.
I wrote the one that I think you would write.
Wait, is he guessing for me now?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's alternating. So Dimes should be guessing for Martin. Cole should be guessing for Brett this time. We'll start. Cole.
All right.
What's Brett's favorite class?
So I said sports info management.
Whoa.
I did write sports info management.
Oh my goodness, that is
Come on. You have to.
I'm in my bag.
That's
I'm in my
your
bag.
answer.
I didn't even know if you knew.
I'd be
I didn't know
disappointed.
You guys are at 550. You guys are at 550. Dimes and Martin, you guys need this one.
Yeah.
Danny Dimes, what is Ryan Martin's favorite class this semester?
Our meteorology science
Yes,
class.
GLG.
That is
Yeah.
clutch answers
Let's
Back in
go.
the game.
by each team. 500 points for Team Martin and Dimes, 550 points for Team Gambita and Keller.
Let's go.
It all
I like
comes
throwing
down
the
to
note cards.
Close
So
game.
for 250 points, our fifth question.
Come on.
What is your teammate's favorite sports memory?
Whoa. Oh. Brett would be answering for me, right?
Yes, Brett
Okay.
is answering for Cole, Martin is answering for Dimes.
like that they were like, were they a player in it, or like was it one of their teams?
Is that?
That's the part of the question.
Oh
You gotta
my-
figure it out.
Dude,
I don't
I'm
even know
sure.
mine.
You gotta figure it out.
Wait. What's part of the what?
What's your teammate's favorite sports memory?
I have
Then
no
Cole
idea.
Keller was asking if it was as a fan or as a player or participant. Wasn't specified. For
Dude,
250
I genuinely have no idea.
Memory.
points.
I have definitely talked to you about this at least 30 times because it revolves around
What?
Important thing to
certain
note for the
schools
viewers
that
at
I
home.
don't like.
Even if Team Keller and Gambita get this right and Team Martin and Dimes get it wrong, there will be a 300-point difference, which means the final question worth 300 points will be whoever answers it first gets the 300 points. So that's important to keep in mind. But that would only be for the tie for Team Martin and Team Dimes, and we'd have to pretty much ad-lib the rest of the segment and to find out a winner, because I'm not going with the tie, especially not on the bus. Do you guys have an answer?
Yeah.
So I'm going to call time up anyways. Team Keller and Team Gambita.
Okay, so I put beating Amani Christian Academy 15-12 in football on senior night and on Michael's night. It was just such a
Was that
surreal
the
feeling.
was that the night where you were number one?
Yes, it
Dude,
was.
I literally put that. I put
That counts.
I put that.
I did wear number one in that
Dude,
game because it was Military Appreciation Night
That's what
as
I wrote.
well.
I wrote Veterans Night because I didn't know
Yeah.
what it was.
It was Military Appreciation Night.
I want to
Little
count
bit.
that.
And
little bit.
they did not have the number 3.
For now,
That's
I'm going
oddly
to count that if
specific.
I'm told otherwise. No, but you guys get
That's
the
a dub.
50 points. I'm
That is
counting
a
that
dub.
because that's the same.
It's good.
That's the same
It's good.
night. We're calling it.
It's good.
Producer says it's good. Team Martin and Team Dimes.
I didn't even know my answer.
You need
Wait,
it.
I said his All-Star game when he went to All-Star weekend.
Man, come on. I should have said that.
Yeah, you told me 2 days ago.
I know I did.
Oh my goodness.
What did you
I
guys say?
know. I just said Ohio State winning the Natty this year.
Oh my God,
Hey, we
man.
should give him the point because that's a great pick.
No.
That's a phenomenal
We win it.
Hold
pick.
up.
That's a phenomenal
That
pick.
I should have picked
We
But
that.
we're not giving
I
him the
should have
point
picked it.
because you got it wrong.
Just told me about
You
it.
got it
I know I did.
That's crazy.
It comes down to the last one though. Team Martin and Team Dimes. If you
Oh,
get
wait,
this,
wait, one more.
you
Okay.
tie and we
Where's
add
the
up the remainder of the
season
segment. Team Keller and Team Gambita. You guys get it. The game is over. This is not write it down. This is shout it out after 3 seconds. This is the shout it out after 3 seconds.
I'll be
So
answering
let's
for you.
establish who's answering about who.
I'll be answering for Brett.
Cole will be answering for Brett. Dimes will be answering for Martin.
All right. Let's do it.
You guys get 5 seconds to contemplate the question. How many siblings does your teammate have?
0.
5.
Can we deduct points from them?
We should because
I was.
I was supposed to count that down.
We
So
made
I
the
think
directions clear.
He
That's
just,
a false
oh,
start.
bro, he knew instantly.
Yeah, I
That's
knew
a
instantly.
false
That's
start.
That's
That's
minus,
true.
minus 300.
That's not minus 300.
Oh, come on.
I think that's some form of a false start.
And I get to. Oh, wait, no. He's
I'm
guessing.
answering for you.
Just,
A random question.
just,
So
or
I gotta
just
think-
let him answer.
I'm going to think of a random question.
Wait, no, wait. We should,
First,
we should
let
get,
them answer
Yeah.
and see if they get it right.
If you guys get it right, I pick a random question. Go. You guys shout it out whenever.
Oh, both at the same time?
No. Dimes, you're
Right now?
answering for Mark.
Right now?
Whenever you want.
4.
It's correct.
All right.
4 brothers.
I'm out of index cards, so
Let's
we're
go.
thinking on the fly here.
Do we get 300 points?
I don't
No.
I don't know.
Why? What?
We're tied.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
tied.
we're tied.
We're tied.
We're tied.
That was to be able
All right,
to
there
accept
we
the
go.
false start penalty. Because that was a false
right.
start on the false start. All right, I'm trying to think.
Off the rails.
Okay, I've got it.
You answering for me again?
Cole will be answering for Brett again.
Okay.
Dimes will be answering for Mark.
5-second countdown.
5 seconds. I was going to give it to you. You didn't
Not
even give
jumping.
me a chance.
I'm not jumping off. What's on the line?
What is your teammate's favorite WCTV show? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The
The
buzz.
buzz.
Well, I was supposed to answer it for you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
no,
oh.
we're good. No, wait.
Oh.
Was he saying it at the
No,
same
because
time?
I answered for Brett again.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I
here's
was
the, even
doing.
if you were both supposed to say it at the same time, you didn't say it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
did. Said the
did?
buzz.
Run back the footage.
Yeah, I said the buzz.
Running back.
I didn't.
Run
I
back the
didn't hear
footage.
that.
I said it.
Okay, I'm gonna ask producer.
Oh
I'm gonna
my-
ask
I
our
said it.
producer here
Word.
for who won that because I don't even know who really won that because that was both at the same time. I just didn't hear Dimes.
Wow.
To be honest, if I had to pick, I'd honestly say Team Keller got that one first. Is
Rigged.
that what we're going with? That's what we're going
Rigged.
with. Team
Let's
Keller
get
it.
and Team
Let's
Gambita
Whoever's
get it.
back there.
Undefeated, no more.
win. Danny Dimes
Undefeated,
for the
no
first time
more.
in his
Add that
bust
one.
career.
Add that one.
Lost.
Rigged.
Add that one. Add that one.
Blasphemous.
That's
Lost
crazy. What?
the game
Blasphemous.
Danny Dimes thoughts. How does it feel to lose?
Rigged.
They don't get
It's
punished
rigged.
for false starting.
No, you guys still got
Yes,
the
they
answer.
They
do.
didn't get
No, he
punished.
didn't.
Yes, they do because
They
they
didn't
knew
get
the answer.
any points off. They didn't get any points off.
Another
They
L.
knew
Sad Chuck.
Here's the thing. They knew
Staten
the
Island
answer.
Chuck.
We had to move to a different question, so they did technically get punished for that.
They did not. No.
They did get punished.
No.
Staten Island Chuck loses again.
Say it's rigged or whatever. Either way, we won.
Rigged.
Go ahead, say it. It's rigged.
Just like Staten Island Chuck wouldn't rig his own pay. Punxsutawney Phil's a fraud. Punxsutawney Phil's a fraud.
Ryan Martin can't even talk in proper
I'm in
sentences,
denial.
so that's how you know
I'm in denial.
Punxsutawney Phil is the real groundhog, and he is the loser
What?
of this game segment. So
Punxsutawney-
that's going to do it for this episode of The
39.
Buzz. Thank you so much for tuning in
39%.
for Daniel Rogers, Ryan
39%.
Martin, Brett Gambita, and Cole Keller up here on the desk, everybody behind the scenes, and our producer, Benicio DeFalco. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Make sure to stay tuned on our WCTV YouTube page and social media
39.
pages for more of The Buzz and WCTV content.
This has been a production of Waynesburg Community Television.